Ryan with Ryfab and Coatings, and we're going to try to install a cargo rack on a 900 Trail. That's a 2015. Any of the models except for the new 4-seater, it'll fit. We're first going to start with the pieces. You got your two side arms. They're marked left and right on the inside. They should say 900 Trail, 900T for Trail, right, left. Then you're going to have 4 pieces to your mounting bracket on the cage. They're all marked left for the driver's side, right for the passenger side. You're going to have 2 name tags for the sides to mount in there, your basket, your tools, 1/2-inch wrench, 1/2-inch socket, 7/16 wrench, a small screwdriver, a number 10 Torx head, and a number 5/32 Allen wrench. Pretty basic. First of all, we're going to start by taking the 2 Torx heads out of the bed, which are located here in the back and each side. Just remove both of them. You need to remove these and the nut that's underneath them, because that bolt's going to go up through there. The best way I've found to remove this, if I take a small screwdriver and pry on that, down on the inside of it, I can push that little clip down and push that out of there. It's free, but it's just not the wrong way. Do that on both sides. Then, you're going to be good enough to go through there. You need there's a washer located and a bolt in the bottom of the arm, each arm. So you'll run that up through the bottom and attach the arm there. Have somebody help you hold that when you do that. Now we got to go to installing the bracket on there. Without our rear window, you're going to have 3 pieces to this. With our rear window, you can disregard the one with the rubber on it, because that's where the window goes. So we'll start by putting this here. Then you put the one with the rubber, and then to clip it into that bracket. That'll give you that, and then you're about 1 3/4 inches from the top of the seatbelt bracket to the bottom of our bracket. I'll just measure that quick. Yeah, I'm pretty close. You can tap them when you need to. Alright, so you're just going to run the 5/16 bolt with a black washer on it, right through the top, flat washer, 5/16 nut. I wished I had in my hand, on the back side of it. Put the bottom in, and again, don't tighten anything up until you've got the whole basket, everything together. And when you drop things and you're filming, you're messed up. Not trying to appear panicking, but just trying to keep the film short. But again, just assemble like that. Do the same on the other side. Okay, now we'll put the arm on it. You're going to have 2 5/16 bolts, 4 inches long. Black washer on both sides. Make sure you put the passenger side on when you're doing the passenger side, or driver's side, sorry. Angle will go in, left side on driver's side again. I'm just going to start this for ease of doing it, see if it'll... You're just going to want that, if you have to raise it up a little bit, raise it up. There's plenty of play there to get that bolt started in the bottom. See it. Still a little bit low. long extension, 1/2-inch socket. Again, if you can have somebody help you hold this at the same time, it becomes easier. Struggling because I can't see. Okay, I believe we're started. I'm just going to snug it up by hand again. Now I'm going to repeat the same process on their side. Do make sure you put all the washers and nuts on. Flat washer on the side of that bolt and a nut. And you're just going to line them up. Okay, we'll do the same thing on their side. Go ahead and be going. Okay, we've installed both sides. Just got all of our bolts loose. You can see it's just loose, everything. Now we're going to set the basket in there and put the bolts in there. So you got 2 1/4-inch button heads and 1/4-inch nylon lug nuts for each side, and a nameplate and a side enclosure piece, and your basket. This is where it would help to have another person help you hold it. I've done it a couple of times, so I'll see if I can do it myself again. Just gotta kind of pry them in there. And that went pretty good. Now put the main plate up there, line your holes up on the basket. Run them through there. And then put your 1/4-inch nylon lug nut on there. Pretty basic. No washers on this part. Repeat that same process on the other side. No. Okay, we've got everything set in there in place. Now we're just going to tighten them up, and I would just start right here on the bracket. I'm just trying to hold it up level. It'll kind of pull itself as it goes. And you might just snug them up and go to the other side before you get too crazy. Again, I've done it a few times, so I kind of know what's got to happen. Pretty good torque on them. But you don't have to get crazy. Check them after you've gone on a couple of rides, make sure they're still good and tight, you've got everything. So go through them, then 2, and then the 2 bolts going through the arms. Good and tight on that. Again, you don't want rattles. Now, I found if you use your hand on the wrench, a ratchet like that, with your wrist action, it's kind of a natural torque wrench. It's just, like I say, good and tight, and then check it after a ride or two. I mean, you can put a little more on this one, but that's good. Now repeat that same process on their side. And then tighten the basket up using your 7/16 and your Allen wrench. If you don't have a ratchet, socket, Allen head, then just use a regular Allen wrench. And again, use your wrist for a natural torque wrench, They're only 1/4 inch, so you don't have to get too tight on them. You'll break them. Get on the end of that wrench, but just depending on your strength, your ability. And once you've repeated it on the other side, there you go. You got a solid. I haven't even tightened the other side up yet. And there it is.